Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I'm back with another FanBoyAaron review. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Netflix Edition Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Now, before we take a look at the figure, we'll take a look at his box. As you can see, it's a big old box. It is a hefty box, and there isn't much on the box itself that tells you what's inside, unless you're willing to read the fine print here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I had to look. Thankfully, someone already opened it up when I found it, so figuring out what was inside wasn't too difficult. And also this picture here, that's the only indication of what figure's inside, as I could not find for the life of me a name on the box anywhere. So unless you're willing to open this box up, that picture is the only indication you got. And even then, it was hard to miss. Well, for me anyway, but I was in a hurry when I bought the thing. And yeah, not much of the box, unlike most of the other boxes. Now, this is the Siege Leader Ultra Magnus. It's exactly the same as the last one. The only difference is a slight modification to the coloring, and it comes with a few additional accessories. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, this version of Ultra Magnus, he did have like a weird little black ball of Play-Doh-like stuff in the box. I don't know what it's for. And I would show that off, but I bought this figure like months ago, and I never bothered to wrap up that Play-Doh, so it's all... excuse me. So it's all dried out now. I do have everything else that it came with. But before I show off everything he came with, I'll go ahead and give you all a closer look at Ultra Magnus. And as you can see, he is like a big truck. A big Cybertronian truck. Done in a very beautiful color scheme consisting of white, gunmetal gray, dark blue, and bits of red here and there, as well as a little bit of black. And yeah, I do like how this truck mode looks. Granted, I was never a big fan of the G1 style Ultra Magnus, but I will say I do like how this thing looks. This thing is pretty awesome. Lots of beautiful mechanical detail. I do like how the front windows here are like made up of a transparent light blue plastic, as well as the front grille for some reason. I don't know why. You look at the front, you can see what kind of looks like 4 Gatling guns on the front of the vehicle. Got a little Autobot symbol there in the center. Even the wheels have some nice mechanical detailing on them, and as well as some paint, which is something I always appreciate on a Transformer figure. And back here you can kind of see the robot mode feet. And before anyone asks, as far as I know, no, you are not able to store any smaller vehicles on the inside of Ultra Magnus here, because as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff on the inside hogging up all the space. I mean, you can kind of fit someone on top of there, but as for the inside, no, there's no space. Not for a figure as big as a deluxe, anyway. Alright, that pretty much does it for the vehicle mode. He does roll fairly well. I mean, as you can see, not all the wheels are fully touching the ground when he's rolling. I don't know if I got something mistransformed or not, but yeah, he still rolls fairly well. And he's got a little bit of a weight to him. He's a hefty figure. And he comes with a lot of stuff. He comes with all the same stuff that the last version of Siege Ultra Magnus comes with. He comes with 2 of these shotgun pistol things. That's what I think they are, shotgun pistols. And on the other side, they're a little hollow, they're all hollow, which is unfortunate. But, you know, no biggie. So, yeah, he comes with 2 of these. He comes with 2 shoulder-mounted rocket launchers. And again, they look good on one side, but on the other, they're focused. There we go. But on the other, they're hollow. Again, no big deal. Yeah, I'll give you a better close look here at the shotgun, pistol, whatever it is. He also comes with this big rifle done in a gray plastic. It's the same color plastic as the rocket launchers, and the shotgun pistols are black. Yeah, they don't look half bad. Now, aside from the main weapons, he comes with a few bonuses. The black Play-Doh, which is no good anymore, so I can't really show that up. He also comes with 3 purple Energon cubes. Now, they are small, like, give me an idea how small. Here they are next to Blue Streak. As you can see, they're small Energon cubes. He comes with 3 of those. He also comes with a Battle Master. He comes with a repaint of Rung, done in a nice transparent red and pinkish plastic. I would prefer the yellow and gold that the other one came in, but, you know, this isn't bad. I'll take it. He turns into some kind of a scanning device, taser thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It does come with a couple effects parts. Just plug in right there. Make it look like he's shooting electricity. And you can use these effect parts on a couple of the weapons. Make it look like the gun is shooting, or for whatever reason, the tip of the rocket launcher is giving off electricity. Or you can plug it into the shotgun. Like all Siege figures, if you have effects parts. If you have a Siege figure and these effect parts from the Battle Masters, they will work on the bigger botch weapons. We'll just take a quick look at this guy here. Transform him. Take the arms. Pull him down and out of the way. Take this panel here. Flip it down. Flush against his back. Come down here at the legs. Split them. And there you go. There you have Rung in his robot mode. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Rung is supposed to be like a reincarnation of Primus or something like that? I don't know. I heard someone mention something like that. Alright, let's get a nice close look here. That Rung. Can you focus? There we go. He's done in red, pink, with little touches of silver and light blue there. Pretty cool. Articulation, nothing at the head. The arms are on a ball joint. They go out that far. Nothing at the... Actually, is there something at the waist? Looks like there is. Oh, yep. He does actually have a waist swivel. That's surprising. And the legs are on a ball joint, so he can kick up about that high. He can kick back about that far. He can... Okay, he can't really do the full splits, but he's got a decent spread. And that's really it for this guy. So, not a bad little addition. Let's go ahead and transform him back real quick. Super easy transformation. I'll just stand him to the side for now. Along with the rest of the accessories. As we get into some vehicle mode comparisons. Let me lower the camera. Straighten things out a bit. There we go. Alright, first comparison. Here he is with the Siege Voyager class Starscream. The second command of the Autobots next to the second command of the Decepticons. As you can see, Ultra Magnus is a bit bigger than Starscream, as he should be. Here he is next to Leader Class Shockwave. And lengthwise, yeah, they're... Hold on, let me reverse the camera. Lengthwise, they are pretty much the same. However, Ultra Magnus has a little more heft to him. Here's next Siege Blue Streak. I think that scale works pretty well. And here he is next to Earthrise, which is basically the same line. Ultra Magnus, or Optimus Prime. Sorry. As you can see, Prime with his trailer hooked up is pretty much the same size as Ultra Magnus. And that pretty much does it for the vehicle mode. Now, there's 2 different robot modes I gotta cover. Get in the first robot mode, what you want to do is you want to disconnect the panels here on the sides. Everything clips in nice and super securely, so might take me a minute. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Just pull all that apart. Come on, get off of there. There we go. Just take all that apart. You take these pieces here. Go ahead and separate those as well. We'll come back to all this later. Set this here with these accessories. Also take this part, remove it. Again, we'll come back to all this later. Here we have the base truck mode for Ultra Magnus, and yeah, you can see the robot arms and legs just poking out there. It's not perfect, but you know, it's meant to be a Cybertronian vehicle, so you can kind of let it slide. Here it is next to Optimus's truck mode by itself. Give you an idea of the scale. Alright, so yeah, there's the truck mode by itself. Now to get in the first robot mode, what you want to do is you want to take the legs and, oh, hold on, what do I want to do? Oh, you want to separate the legs. Move them down. Then we want to come up to the chest here, or to the top part of the truck here, pull that off the body. Then you come in here, you swing his head around. You plug it back in. You take this whole lower section, rotate it around. You take his arms, you swing them completely around, clip them into place, straighten out the arms, rotate the fist, rotate the fist. Then what you want to do is you want to come back here, take the bottom part of the truck, slide it up. Then you need to push this all together. It'll click into place nice and securely. And I think we got it. Here we have Ultra Magnus in his first robot mode. Oh, hold on, I forgot one little step. You want to flip out the heel spurs so you can actually stand up. Okay, now we have Ultra Magnus in his first robot mode, his base robot mode, and yeah. He looks pretty good. Now, I believe the standard edition doesn't have any of the black markings on it, as this Netflix edition does. Bring it here close, get a better look at the details. As you can see, there isn't much paint on him, but what little there is, I think, works out for the guy. Lots of nice white and blue. He's got a Prime-esque head sculpt, which I do like. Still got that transparent blue plastic from the truck mode. And the back, yeah, it's a little awkward, but you know, for the most part, it's still fine. And if you want, you can... Crap. And if you want, you can totally take any of the weapons or rung and let him hold them. There are multiple ports throughout his person where you can plug in weapons. But yeah, he can hold rung or any of his weapons. You know, so if you want to display him in this mode, you got a few options. Now, as far as poseability, the head is on a ball joint. You can look up that far, down that far, turn all the way around. Shoulders, do full rotation. We can go out that far, bicep swivel. He's got 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist rotation. Waist rotation. Legs go up that high on a ratchet joint, then go back all the way on a ratchet joint. He can do the full splits. Almost. Yeah, we'll call that the full splits. He does have thigh rotation. A little under 90-degree bend at the knee. And he's also got some slight ankle tilt. Well, not slight. He's got a decent ankle tilt. So yeah, not the most posable figure, but you can get a few decent poses out of the guy. And, I'll save comparisons for when we get into the main robot mode, which is now. Now, to get this guy into the main robot mode, you need all this stuff that I just set aside. First, you take these parts here. You got two of these. And I think I need to lower the camera. What you want to do is you want to fold these up against that like so. And do the same here. Do the same there. Just fold everything up. Those panels wrap around this lower leg just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to take this part here, pull these things off. Come off there. Take this part, swing it around like that. And you take these parts here, rotate that silver bit up like so. And now we got everything ready to attach. Now, the way you attach everything is you take these parts and they slide over the lower legs. You gotta make sure everything's lined up properly first. But they should slide over the lower legs. Just, come on. Hold on, let me see this. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. You want to flip in the heel spurs first. And then you should be able to just slide it on like that, and it should peg in nice and securely. Take the other one, do the same. There we go. And work our way up. You want to take this part, pull it down, rotate it around, flip it up. There we go. I'm going to raise the camera a bit because this guy's getting big. Lower brightness a bit. Alright. Alright, from here, what you want to do is you want to take these pieces, open them up, and which way does it go? What way does it go? I think it goes like this. Oh, yep, it goes like this. There's a little peg in there that'll plug into the armhole right here. Just got to line it up properly. I do have this on the right arm, right? Maybe not. Oh yeah, I had it on the wrong arm, sorry. But yeah, same principle applies. And you just close that up. Do it on the other side. Close it up. There we go. Alright, we're nearly done. Then you want to take these pieces. See, well, you want to bring them around. Take these pieces. Plug them into the shoulder like that. And it takes some doing, but those little tabs in there are meant to go in those little slot holes right there to help it hold in nice and securely. Do the same on the other side. Yeah, there we go. Didn't fight me that time, surprisingly. First time I did that, the parts were fighting me to attach them. And we're about done. One more little step I forgot to do. Pull the arms out so we can pull the chest out. Come on. Come off there. Yeah, I forgot a step entirely. You want to pull the chest out on that little part there. You can take this part of the truck, bring it down to his butt, Then you can bring that back. I gotta open up the chest. Come on, work with me. There we go. Flip the head back in, close it back up. And now we take this little assembly right here. You take this part, flip it in, and you just drape it over the front part of his body like that. As you can see, there are various tabs and holes that should connect together. Take this part, flip it down, it'll click into place, holding it in. And there we go. Now we have Ultra Magnus fully transformed and fully armored up in the proper robot mode we all know and love him in. Now let's take a look here at his armored up self. To my understanding, this toy is heavily inspired from the G1 toy. And, you know, not too big on the G1 stuff. I will say Ultra Magnus is among the few designs I do absolutely love. One of the main complaints people have with this figure is that the legs are a little short, but thankfully there are ways around it. One of which I will be reviewing later. But all in all, though, it's a pretty good robot mode. I mean, the back is kind of finicky, but, you know, no big deal. Everything looks pretty good. Lots of nice mechanical detail. The colors, the paint, everything looks good. Now, articulation, head, ball joint. Rotate all the way around. Shoulders can also rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel, they can go out that far. 90-degree elbow bend. Wrist articulation. Basically all the same articulation from before. The only difference is now the legs are a little limited with their backward movement due to how the back is transformed. But overall, the articulation's exactly the same. And you get a lot more of an ankle tilt now. That I do like. And I just realized I forgot to go over the weapon storage for the vehicle mode, but you know, who cares? You can, if you're watching this, I imagine you're not a complete idiot, so you can probably figure it out. As for robot mode weapon usage, what you want to do is you want to take these shoulder rocket launchers, plug them into the shoulders, like so. Take the big main gun, plug it into his hand. If you want, you can take rung, plug them in here if you want. Then you can take these two shotgun pistols, and what I like to do with them is I like to holster them here on his hips, or his thighs, or his lower legs, whatever. Like that. And now we have Ultra Magnus all armed up and ready to kick some ass, and he definitely looks like an ass kicker, let me tell you. He looks pretty tough. I absolutely love how this guy turned out. Go ahead and remove him. He's not bad. Granted, he is a little gappy in some places, like here on his towers, or there on the legs, but, you know, again, no biggie. I'll just buy a kit for him. I already have one, which I will be looking at later. Let's go ahead and get the robot mode comparisons out of the way. I think I gotta move it back in order to fit him in the camera. Hold on. Because he is a big, hefty boy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just stand nice and still. It's about as good as it's going to get. Alright. Now, for comparison, here he is next to Siege Starscream. You got your second command of both factions, and as you can see, as far as hiring a second goes, Optimus got the better end of the deal. I mean, I don't know what Magnus's story is going to be in the upcoming Netflix show. I've heard rumors that he might betray Optimus. I don't know exactly, but, you know, I guess we'll cross that road when we get there. So that's how they look. And here we have them next to Leader Class Shockwave. Of course, mine is all decked out in repro labels. And I went ahead and fully armored up Shockwave too. Here he is next to Siege Blue Streak. So you know he compares to a deluxe class figure. And here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime. As you can see, Ultra Magnus is a big beefy boy. Yeah, I think we're about done here. Raise the camera a bit. There we go. Now, as he stands, he is approximately 7.5 inches. And at the time of release, he was going for about $50. And I think he's technically time of release is still kind of now, so you can still probably find him for around $50 to $60. Now, is he worth that price, and is he worth picking up? Yes, I do actually believe he is. In both cases. I mean, this definitely feels and plays like a figure that's worth $50, as well as he has the look of one that has that kind of price range. He is a very nice looking piece to any Transformer collection, and I do highly recommend picking this guy up if you can find him. Now, this has been the Transformers Siege Leader Class Netflix Edition Ultra Magnus. Now, if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you all in the next review. Later, bye.